you have to, yeah, you may present it here. We already enabled the waiting room, so the
Okay.
new participants who will join, we have to allow them to join this. So it's gonna be your private session.
Okay.
So yeah, you may take your time. Okay, the timer will be started after you say I'll start the speech or start the presentation. So you might do time yourself, especially because, and also we will time you also into the chat box. So our educators has already here, Miss Talia already here. So after this, the sessions will be given to the presenters. Okay, thank you so much for your cooperations and good luck for the sessions. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Thank you so much. Should I start now? All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, good day. Before I begin, let me open this presentation with a short story that has stayed with me throughout my journey as a medical student. So I have a friend named Janitra. You can see her in every picture marked by the blue arrows on the slide. She was my teammate during a case study project. My friends and I often noticed that Janitra looked pale and tired. When we asked her about it, her answer was always the same. She was like, I'm okay, just didn't get enough sleep, too many assignments. Until one day, she suddenly stopped coming to class for weeks. When we finally visited her, as you can see in the picture on the right, her condition has already worsened. A few weeks later, heartbreaking news came. Janitra had already passed away. Avadiha for our dear friend, may God grant her the best place by his side. We later spoke to Janitra's mother, and only then did we learn the truth. Janitra apparently had been suffering from chronic anemia that had never ever been detected before. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the truth is that this didn't only happen to Janitra. Research has shown that more than 1 in 4 teenagers in many countries suffer from anemia. This rising trend is deeply concerning because teenagers are supposed to be the drivers of change and progress. If left unaddressed, the growing rate of anemia among adolescents will not only hold us back from reaching Indonesia Emas 2045, but it also threatens our shared global mission of Sustainable Development Goal number 3, which is good health and well-being. Now, talking about anemia, we know that it is a condition where the level of hemoglobin, the protein in our blood that carries oxygen, drops below normal. And as a result, the body's tissues don't get enough oxygen. This leads to symptoms like weakness, paleness, fatigue, and more. And as we can see on the right side of the slide, what's alarming is that this condition is actually very common, especially among teenagers. Globally, the prevalence of anemia in adolescents is over 25%. And unfortunately, in our country, Indonesia, it's actually worse. It reached 32% in 2018, and it's predicted to increase over time. These are not just numbers, they are warning signs, a health crisis alarm that too often goes unnoticed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, studies have shown that the high rate of anemia is strongly linked to low awareness and the lack of early detection efforts. As shown on the left side of the slide, without early screening, anemia often goes undiagnosed and continues to develop progressively. This can lead to hypoxia, or lack of oxygen in tissues and vital organs. And if left untreated, anemia can cause serious complications, and in some cases, it can even be life threatening. And sadly, this is exactly what we witnessed with heavy hearts when we lost our dear friend, which is Janitra. So, why is early detection of anemia still so rare, especially among teenagers? So, as shown on the right side of the slide, one of the main reasons is lies in both systemic and psychological barriers related to how hemoglobin is currently tested. Most hemoglobin tests today are still invasive. They use needles and they're only available at certain healthcare facilities. The process also takes time, costs money, and even often causes fear or anxiety, especially for teens. In today's digital world, a system like this no longer fits our needs. It's time for a new solution, one that brings together technology, health, and the lifestyle of today's generation. So from this concern, I, Muhammad Fikri Rafliabyan, from the University of Sriwijaya, proudly present HEMOWATCH, an innovation for non-invasive anemia detection using MW-PPG and artificial intelligence to support SDG 3 through the transformation of adolescent health in the Society 5.0 era. And before we dive deeper into HEMOWATCH, let's first get to know the technology behind it, but which is MW-PPG. Multi-wavelength photophotoplethysmography is an advanced version of conventional PPG that uses multiple wavelengths of light to capture optical data from body tissues, which is then analyzed by AI to estimate hemoglobin levels accurately and non-invasively. The system uses two main sensors, an LED sensor to emit light waves and a photodiode detector to capture the reflected optical signals from the tissue. And now let's take a look at the design sketch of HEMOWATCH, shown on the right side of the slide. So the top image shows the placement of the LED and photodiode sensors, which are integrated into the form of a smartwatch. The system works in a very simple way, as you can see in the diagram below it. So first, the users just watch HEMOWATCH like regular watch, and it will then automatically measure hemoglobin levels at regular intervals. Second, the results can be viewed directly on the smartwatch or through the HEMOWATCH app on Android or iOS. Third, all data is stored on a secure cloud-based system, longitudinal, so users can access it anytime and anywhere, I mean. And the fourth, the AI algorithm will generate a personal hemoglobin graph for each user. And fifth, if the graph shows any abnormal patterns, the app offers an option for online consultation with the healthcare professionals. And last, six, if needed, the user will receive a referral to the nearest clinic or hospital for further examination. Now, here is the interface of the HEMOWATCH app, which is integrated with Android or iOS device. The app includes four main features, which are HemoLearn, HemoMeal, HemoTrack, and HemoConsult. And as a first step toward a real-world implementation, a digital prototype of HEMOWATCH has been developed and is ready to be explored. It can be accessed through the QR code or link shown on the slide, allowing you to experience its features firsthand. So, the first feature in the app is HemoLearn, a digital learning space designed to help users understand anemia in a deeper and more meaningful way. It consists of three main components. First, basic information about anemia. Second, popular science articles that discuss current issues related to anemia. And third, an interactive quizzes, complete with explanations after each question, so users can test and strengthen their knowledge in a fun and engaging way. Next, we have HemoMeal and HemoTrack. On the left is HemoMeal, a feature that provides daily nutrition recommendation tailored to each user, updated daily, based on evidence-based principles and automatically personalized to match the user's age, gender, and health condition. And on the right side, we have HemoTrack feature, which is designed to regularly monitor hemoglobin levels and display them in an easy to read graph so users can track changes and patterns over time. It also includes a simple interpretation to help users understand whether their hemoglobin levels are within the normal range or not. Now, next is HemoConsult. HemoConsult is an online consultation service that connects users with professional healthcare providers efficiently without the need to visit a clinic, fully integrated with HemoTrack for accurate health review, and flexible through text, audio call, or video calls. Based on user preference. So with just one device on your wrist, HemoWatch combines detection, monitoring, education, nutrition guidance, and access to healthcare, all in one practical and integrated solution. Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, we all understand that technology alone is never going to be enough. The success of HemoWatch in reducing anemia prevalence depends on cross-sector collaboration. involving the society, the government, private sectors, and also academics. Through the synergy of these four pillars, HEMOWATCH becomes a strategic solution toward a healthier Indonesia by 2045, fully aligned with Sustainable Development Goal number 3, which is good health and well-being. Because at the end of the day, anemia is not just about low iron, it's about lost potential in generation that often slips through without early detection. HEMOWATCH brings the solution. With the power of technology and collaboration, let's build a future where Indonesia is healthy and full of aspiration. My name is Muhammad Fikri Rafliabyan, and with HEMOWATCH, detect early so teens can rise and reach their glory. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much for the presentation. And now we're going to the Q&A session from our educators. The pleasant time is yours.
All right. Good morning, Fikri. Can I call you Fikri?
Good morning, and yes, you can call me Fikri or Rafli.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to call you Rafli. Okay, Rafli, one question. Is this device you developed it? Did you develop it?
Yes, I am actually, this is actually my idea, and of course, I would like to develop it. But
Mm-hmm.
as of this time,
Mm-hmm.
it is still an idea. And of course, if I have the opportunity to be able to develop it with a collaboration, maybe with a university or hospital, then I would like to bring this idea to be implemented to people.
Okay, so as of this time, it is still an idea, right? But it is
Right.
a very good idea.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I do hope that you can, you can develop it. Is the idea behind it, how the device works? Is it only your idea, or did you check it with the medical journal or other references?
Okay, for the theory, like the about the technology of
Mm-hmm.
MW-PPG, the multi-wavelength photophotoseismography, I read a lot of journals about it, and I put the sources and my essay on the paper that I have submitted before. But the idea of the application, about the HemoWatch application, and also the features in it, like HemoLearn, HemoTrack, HemoMeal, and HemoConsult, is from my idea and not inspired by like other journals or anything. The journal is only about the technology of MW-PPG or the multi-wavelength photophotoseismography.
Okay, well, that was all that I would like to confirm. Your idea was very great, and I really do like your way of presenting your material. It was very engaging, and it was amazing how you hooked us with the story of your late classmate first. And then you continue with explaining anemia, and then you continue with explaining the app. Oh, not the app, but the device first, and then the app, and then finally you tell us uh, how this device can, and how anemia can be helped, how anemia can be handled in the future. It's very nice. I really like your structure and flow of presentation. You got my full mark there. And
Thank
I also like your English
thank
speaking
you so much.
style. I think you communicate with English a lot, so you are very fluent in it. Okay, so thank you very much. I really enjoyed your presentation. I do hope that you get to develop this device and also this app. It's very interesting. I look forward to it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much,
So
Rafli.
much. Thank you so much. This is a very wonderful opportunity for me. Once again, I would like to say thank you for the educator and for all the commentaries. Thank you so much and have a good day.
Okay, that is the presentation sessions and also the Q&A session of our first finalist, Muhammad Fikri, Rafliabyan. And I think that's all for your session. Thank you so much for attending the presentation session and good luck for the result. And I think you may also, after this, you might leave the room. And yeah, we will come to the next presenters. Thank you so much, Roughly, and have a good day and good morning in
Okay.
Indonesia.
So I can leave the Zoom room right now? I can leave the Zoom meeting right now, right?
Yes, there's some.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
You might live that though. Okay, it's real nice to see you today.